and he will know if his target is attacked. So he and the target will know that they were attacked, but the target will know that they were healed. And the escort can just strike someone each night. When they do this, they block that person's ability, so they can't use that ability during the night. So, hello everyone, I'm Zojojo Gaming, and today I'm playing a game on my PC called Town of Salem. Most of you, or some of you, probably have heard of it. It's basically a role-playing game. You know, like the game Werewolf, kind of like that, but more advanced, I'd have to say. Either way, we're going to be playing it, and if you're wondering why I'm not playing on the PlayStation, well, it's because my channel isn't just for PlayStation games, it's also for PC. Oh, and another reminder, to those who don't know, there's going to be, for the monthly games, there's going to be 2 new games. One's going to be the BioShock Collection. I've played number 2, it was a fun ass fucking game. And the next one will be Sims 4. And if any of you are wondering how I'm getting my information, I will be putting the link, or the link to someone's channel in the description of my video, so that way you can go check out their channel, because they're the ones who actually, you know, do videos on the monthly games, and I think I've told you about them before, but if you haven't heard about them, I will explain it. But they're very helpful. I won't say the name out loud because I don't know if they want me to say their names, but I don't know them personally, I don't know them at all, but as a fellow YouTuber, I would say thank you to them. But either way, let's just begin before I go into a weird mode. So, okay, I'll just explain how it works. So, Town of Salem is a very fun game. You've probably seen the videos, you probably know how it plays. If you do, skip ahead to the point where I'm already playing, and for those who don't know, please stay and listen so I can explain to you how it works. So, when I started playing, it was pre-old, but the currency in this game was gold coins, only gold coins. But now that they've updated multiple times and, you know, gave it so many cool features, they've added silver coins, which is the new currency, and you can see I have some gold coins. That's because when I used to play it, when it was like only gold coins you could get. So here's a shop where you can buy items with these coins. And the customization, where you can customize your character you choose to play as. In the shop you can choose to purchase town points, and that's covered. That is basically like something you actually have to pay for. It's a expansion that gives you 15 new roles and cool game modes. Like, these are the game modes. We have normal, which in the normal one is classic, which is the classic mode. You can play ranked, practice, and ranked. Then custom, like custom, where you can literally customize the game mode, and you can put any game roles you want. And then rapid mode is basically the discussion phase and night phases are faster. My personal favorite, chaos. Rainbow is basically a little bit of everything, so the roles are colored in different colors to signify what faction they belong. You have the mafia, the red ones, the townies green. So in this rainbow game mode, there'll be a bit of everything depending on their color. So yeah, and this one I've not seen before. Huh. This is new. Dracula's Palace. It's basically where vampires have taken over the town. Trust no one. Interesting. So I'm guessing you're a vampire hunter. Yes, vampire hunters are real. I'm just messing with you. But yeah, it's very fun. And then if you get bored of these game modes, you can switch to Coven, which these are Coven modes, which you have Coven Classic, Ranked, Practice, Ranked, Mafia Returns, Coven Custom, Chaos, Coven any VIP mode. This mode, however, changes. Like, if you see here, this is a rotating game mode. Rotating game modes swap out every Tuesday at 1 AM. So what that means is it's currently VIP mode, but this VIP mode may change to a different game mode next Tuesday. So yeah. And if you guys want to play this game on your PC, you can just go to blackmediagames.com, Town of Salem, and you get to play this game. It's a free game you can play, but to get the Coven expansion you have to actually pay money, but it's not too much money. And they also released a card game of this game, so yeah, you can play at home with your family. I know I'm not even sponsored by them, but I just like to talk about games because I have a passion for them. That's all it is. But yeah. You're probably wondering how am I able to play Coven modes, because I think I have these. I don't know what these are technically, but I think those allow me to play at least 31 matches of Coven, so yeah. But anyway, I like to play Alt Any because that is very fun, because you don't know who's what role or what role. It's very fun. Anyway, enough chit chat. Let's begin. So, oh, and also this is a feature that was added a while back. So it's basically your daily draw. So you open it, you get to put a brew in, and then if you put 10 in, if you do it 10 times each time, like one a day, 10 times, you'll get an item, I guess, a random item. I don't know. I've not been able to complete it because I haven't played in ages. I haven't played this game in ages, and I thought I'll come back and play it. And if you want, you can refer a friend, so you get more coins because of it. So when you do this, you can. Okay, the refer a friend system allows users who have upgraded accounts to invite their friends. So you have to actually pay to upgrade. But like I said, you can invite your friends to play Salem for free for a limited time, for a limited number of games. Yeah. Okay, solo. Oh, and the rules. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. No game throwing. So basically, you cannot intentionally lose the game. Like, if you want to lose the game on purpose, that's against the rules. And another one is hurting your team's chances of winning. So if you so for instance, if you're a mafia and you're telling everyone who the mafia is, that's against the rules. That's game throwing. You can do not. Like, yeah, first thing. Yeah, exactly. See, that's what it means. And there. Yep, there. And no spamming. You cannot. You probably get what spamming is. No verbal abuse, harassment, or hate speech. No cheating. No inappropriate names. No leaving. No AFKing. Don't impersonate a BMG employee. I don't know who that is, but Black Media Games. So basically, don't go into Imagine say that you're one of the employees, because you will get fucked up. Avoid money shaming. No posting harmful or inappropriate links. Yeah. Oh, and if I remember correctly, if I go to settings, if it's here, view roles, please view. I'm going to show you all the roles so you'll get a good sense of what the game has to offer if you do enjoy the video. So you have a bodyguard. He basically is a townie, so these three here are townies. These three, okay. Everyone you guys see is a townie. This is the town roles. So the bodyguard, he protects one person from death each night. But if he succeeds in his job, if he does protect someone from an attack during each night, he actually dies. So if you're a bodyguard, be warned, you will die instantly if you protect someone from dying. You instead will die. And also, if your attacker happens to have night immunity, so they can't die at night, you are actually able to completely, cancel that, and you can kill them. So you're basically OP when it comes to protecting, but also OP when it comes to taking out really, badass fucking roles. So like a SK. SK stands for serial killer. So a serial killer has night immunity at night. So for say he attacks, you can literally kill his ass. At least I haven't played in a long while, but at least that's how it should go. Anyway, Doctor. He can heal one person each night, but that doesn't mean he can prevent them doesn't mean he can bring them back from life. What it means is if someone attacks them that night and he heals them, they don't die. So he can prevent them from dying, and he can heal himself any night he wants, only once though. He only gets one time use. And he will know if his target is attacked. So he and the target will know that they were attacked, but the target will know that they were healed. And the escort can just strike someone each night. When they do this, they block that person's ability, so that they can't use that ability during the night. So, and the escort is immune to roadblocks, so basically they're immune to anyone roadblocking them. But if they so happen to target a serial killer, the serial killer kills them instantly. So, pretty capacity, if you ask me. Investigator is basically the one roles you definitely want to be if you're a townie and you want to be good. The investigator can investigate one role for a clue that each night, and so they'll get 3 roles, random 3 roles. One of those roles is in fact what that person is. So they have to because if there's 2 evil roles, if he investigates one person and there's 2 evil roles, he's more likely to be evil. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna take him out because there's a higher chance he's evil. So yeah, there you go. But if there's 2 tiny roles and there's 1 evil role, he probably won't risk it because 2 may mean he's a goodie. Anyway, the jailer can choose someone during the day, so he's one of those many characters that have the day ability. Not instead of the night ability, he has a day ability which he chooses one person during the day to jail for the night. So when he jails them for the night, the person who's got jailed cannot see his name, so they don't know who jailed them. So it's for safety reasons because, he doesn't want to get killed. And he can talk with them, so he can ask them questions, but then if he doesn't like their answers or things like that, he can execute them. So what that means is he can kill them. And the one who's been jailed cannot perform their night abilities. But here's the good thing. The jailer is not just for killing, he can protect as well, because if, for say, a mayor is actually, I'll get to the mayor soon, but if there's a townie that needs protecting, he can actually jail them, and that person is protected from all attacks. So he cannot be attacked at all. So it's pretty good for protecting, but if you want to investigate something, like, if you want to, like, see if someone's evil and, like, talk to them, try and get, like, something out of them, then you can execute them if you don't like their answers. Lookout is pretty cool because he can choose to see a target, like some person, and during each night he gets to see who visits them. And if that person dies the next day, you know who killed him, which is pretty good. How long do I have? 11 minutes? Oh, sorry guys. Truly. I'm sorry that it's taking so long. Wait there. There we go. I'm sorry that it's taking so long, but I have to explain the rules because then you get what's happening, and I'm losing my mind. The mayor is basically the mayor of the townies, but he's very vulnerable. Like, he cannot defend himself. He's a support role. What that means is he can help the townies, but he cannot literally protect anyone or kill anyone. He only helps. So his ability is, during the day, he can decide to choose to reveal himself as the mayor. Once he does that, see, during the discussion phase, they discuss trying to figure out who's what, and if they have made a decision, then during the voting phase, they vote someone off to die. The mayor, however, gets 3 votes. So when he votes, it counts as 3. You usually get 1 vote, which means counts as 1, but with him, if he reveals himself as mayor, his vote counts as 3. So if you have like 2 people that are being voted off and they have 3 votes on them, he can vote 1 and then that's a 9, that's a 6, or that's a 3 and that's a 6. Boom, the other person dies. Or if it's uneven, like one person's got like 6, the other's got freaking 4. And time's running out and he has to decide which one he wants, and then he chooses the 4, that one wins. And they die. But thing is, when he reveals himself, he can't be healed and he cannot whisper to anyone or be whispered to. So yeah, he's pretty vulnerable at that regard, but his ability to vote is his one main feature. I know, you're probably wondering you don't want to be a mayor. Medium is pretty cool because he can talk to the dead. So if someone has died, he can talk to them each night. But if he dies, here's the good thing. If he dies, he actually can use this ability where he can talk to the living. So he can only use it once. So once per game, he can use it. And if he has information from everyone who's dead, he can send that information to someone he knows is either good or someone he trusts, or someone he generally guesses is good. And the Retributionist is someone who can revive a dead townie. So that's his ability. Once he uses it, he can only do it once. The Sheriff he's like the investigator, but he chooses one person each night. So he basically sees if they're suspicious. If they're suspicious, then that means they're evil. If they're not suspicious, then They're innocent and they're good. But the thing is, the Godfather, the mafia leader, he's the only one he can't find. Like, the Godfather is invisible to him. He can check if the mafia is there, like he will know if someone's suspicious, but the Godfather will seem innocent to him, so he has to be careful with who he chooses and sees that is innocent. And is the spy can bug people's houses. Well, this actually wasn't his ability. A long time ago, his ability was way different, but now they've updated his character and changed his abilities. He used to just see people whispering, so if someone whispered, he could see their messages. I think he still can, but they've updated his abilities, and it's pretty cool what he can do now. So he may bug a player's house to see what happens to them last night. He's like the lookout, but he doesn't have to get hurt, because the lookout actually has to be there, and when he visits that person, he might get killed. But with the spy, he doesn't actually visit the house. He just needs to bug it, and then boom. And once he does that, he can see what happens that night, and he can see who killed him, what no, and he can also know who the Mafia and Coven visit each night. That's pretty good. So he knows who got killed by Mafia and what happened to that person. So if someone got, if there's a girl called a blackmailer. A blackmailer is someone who can literally blackmail a character and they cannot talk at all. Literally, they cannot say nothing. So if he's not talking, people find him suspicious. But with the spy, he could probably whisper to someone he trusts, and he could say that the Mafia visited them. He may think he got blackmailed. So he could save a life, someone who's innocent. So you see, it's pretty good. You have to be strategic in this game. And the transporter, he can transport two people, which means is he switches them. So for say, if the Mafia is targeting one guy, and he decides to guess, he's like, oh, I'm going to switch this guy and this guy, their target gets switched with a different person, and if that different person happens to be a veteran is a very tough townie who can kill anyone who visits him, even the townies. So if they attack and he does switch, then he's basically killing the Mafia off. So it's pretty good. He has to be strategic with who he wants to save and who he doesn't. Then we have, oh my god, I'm talking a lot. We have Vampire Hunter. You know what he does. He looks for vampires and kills them. If he finds a vampire, he kills them immediately. And he can literally see them. If a vampire is talking at night, he can see them, because they have their own coven-like group. And when the vampires have like a bunch of them together and they start talking to each other at night, he can see their messages, but he won't know who they are. So if they say their names, they're fucked. But if he can kill all vampires within the game, he will become a vigilante. But the thing is, if there's a vampire hunter, there are vampires. There are vampires, so you have to know that, because if there's a vampire hunter on the pro, it means there are vampires indeed. And if he's still a vampire hunter, it means there's still vampires. So the Baron, that's one I'm talking about. So he can decide to go on alert. So he's basically like, when he goes on alert, he can use it a few times, but when he doesn't use it, he can't be killed at night, and anyone who visits him will die instantly. And he can only do it 3 times. And he's immune to roadblocks. So yeah, he's pretty tough. He's a tough bastard. And the vigilante is basically, he's someone who chooses to take justice into their own hands. What that means is he decides to kill someone, but here's the downside. If he chooses to kill someone and they happen to be a town member, he will commit suicide over the guilt, so he will kill himself, which is pretty bad. He can shoot his gun 3 times, so he has to be he has to literally get good kills with Mafia enemies. Fuck. And these are the roles that came with the Coven. We have the Crusader, so he can protect one person during the night. He grants that person powerful defense. He will know if his target is attacked. You can attack the one person who visits you. So he can attack the person that visits his target on the same night. He can't attack vampires, but he can block their attacks. So vampires are immune to his attacks, but he can stop them from attacking at least. Fuck. And the Tracker can track one person at night, so he sees where they go. So he sees who they visit, so it's pretty good. And the Trapper is, he can set up a trap at someone's house, and traps. Okay, so traps take 1 day to build, but he can set one up at someone's house, and then he can trap people. And he can tear down the traps by selecting himself at night. He can only have one trap at a time, but he can trap someone, which is pretty clever. And the psychic, they receive a vision every night. On odd nights, you will have a vision of 3 players. At least one will be evil. On even nights, you have a vision of 2 players. At least one will be good. So that's pretty good. That's pretty freaking good. Now the Mafia roles. How long do I have? 20 minutes. Fuck. Yeah, I know, I'm probably not going to get a match in, but this will be, I'll just call this video an information video where I'll be showing you how to play, how things work, and then my next video I'm going to do in a second, after I finish this video, will be the gameplay, okay? I do apologize to all of you if you find this boring. Fuck. I will probably put a message up saying if you know how to play the game, you've played before, please don't watch this video. This video is an information video on how to play. Yeah, I'm just going to continue. Take a breather. There we go. Okay, the blackmailer. That's the one I was talking about before with the Mafia. Like I said, he blackmails someone each night. They can't talk during the day. So, okay, with the Mafia, they have some cool abilities because if they're like a family. So if one Mafia dies, like if the Mafia is the guy who goes and kills people, if he dies, then someone else will become a Mafia. No matter what their role is, they will become the Mafia. So for say, the Mafia, where is he? The Mafia, this guy, if he dies, and there's no one else but the blackmailer left, he becomes the Mafia. But if there's a few roles that are different roles that are not killing roles, they become a killing role. Like one of them may become a killing role, and if they die, another becomes a killing role, and you get what I mean. It continues down the line. It's like ranking them up if they die, like ranking someone else up if they die. So the blackmailer can talk with them. They can talk to each other, but they have to be careful. They have to be careful because you never know who's listening. But yeah, and yeah, you get the idea of his ability. I can't even say his name. He's an investigator basically, but he's the Mafia's investigator. So he investigates people like the investigator does, and he knows their exact role. What that means is he knows what they are instantly. He doesn't get the 3 people role thing. He gets the one role, their role, and when he gets it, he knows what role is, and he can give the information to his Mafia pals like the Mafia and the Godfather, and they decide who they want to kill depending on who they are. But yeah, they have to be smart though, because if the Mafia does go to kill someone, they have to be smart enough to know who they should kill, because they can get killed. The concert is like the Mafia type of escort. The same abilities, like I said with the thing, the disguiser. The cool thing about this is so when a Mafia chooses to go kill someone, basically, he can disguise himself as that dead person. So instead, if you're the disguiser, you will see, like, you choose to disguise as a dead person. Well, guess what? If you do successfully do it, your character, literally, your name, like your character, will die, but you will not. It's kind of weird. But the investigator, if he investigates you, you will appear as that person's role. So if you're a townie, he won't think anything otherwise, which is pretty good. It's really powerful. If you're killed, so if you're killed, you will appear as the role as your target. So meaning your Mafia is safe. So basically, no loose ends, basically. The Forger. So people get these things called last wills. So they basically get a last will, and they get a thing called a note. Note and last will. So the note is, I think it's where they just write shit down, and the last will is something they want to write down. So basically, the last will is like a note they leave for everyone to read when they die. So when they die, it's read out, and whatever's on it, anything they write, will be revealed to everyone. But the Forger can actually forge it. Like he or she can literally, they can see it, and they can put whatever they want on it. So they can frame someone for murder, and they can frame someone for anything. It's pretty devious. They can only perform it 3 times. And yeah, the rest of the abilities are the same as everyone else, but that's very powerful. They can literally turn the game around with that. So if someone had some breakthrough information, like they knew who the WW was, the Forger could easily change that to someone else to get them killed, which is pretty evil, to be honest with you. Choose someone to frame at night. Yeah, the framer gets to frame someone. So basically, if the investigator or the sheriff investigates them, they will appear as a suspicious person, meaning they will appear as a member of the mafia. So it's pretty powerful, that bastard. He's very powerful. The Godfather, the king of the Mafia, he can't be killed at night. He really can't. And if there's a Mafia, he would attack the target instead of you. So if the Mafia is in the game, he will go to attack their target that you choose, because you have like the deciding factor who he goes to kill. But if there's no Mafia, instead the Godfather will be the one to go kill someone. And he will appear as a town member to the sheriff. And yeah, it's pretty powerful. The janitor, you probably think there's nothing much to him, but the cool thing about him is when the Mafia kills someone, so basically when the Mafia kills him, he can clean that person. What that means is that person's last will not be revealed, and their role will not be revealed. So no one will know nothing about the person. So it's pretty cool. But the janitor is the only one who can see his target's role and last will. He can see it all. And he can perform this 3 times. So it's pretty powerful. Mafia, like I said, so he carries out the Godfather's orders, so he can kill if the Godfather doesn't give you orders. If the Godfather dies, you will become the next Godfather. So if the Godfather here dies, he becomes the Godfather, and yeah. These are 2 new Mafia. They come with the Coven expansion. The Hypnotist, he can sneak into a person at night and plant a memory. A planted memory will confuse the player. If there are no capable Mafia roles left, you will become a Mafia ambusher. You may choose lie in wait outside your target's house. You will attack one person who visits your target. All players weighing your target will learn your name. So yeah, pretty good. The neutral are basically, they don't have any faction. There's only, Jesus, there's a lot of them. Oh my god. This guy is really powerful because he can become any role he wants. So when someone dies, he chooses that person, he can become their role. It's really fucking unique. But when he does choose their role, it is revealed to the town. So it's pretty evil. So if you want to be a bad guy, you can be a bad guy. If you want to be a good guy, you can be a good guy. So if people, the townies, are threatening to kill you and say you become a good guy, you have to be smart. You have to try. If you want to be a bad guy, you have to try and trick them, make them think there's another one of you, but he chose the bad guys, and you want to be a good guy. But the thing is, they'll know you're lying, because then if there's no one chosen good guy, you're fucked. Arsonist, he has to douse people, so he has to visit someone, douse them in gasoline, but they will know that they got doused, so they have to find him, kill him before he kills them. And if he douses everyone, like literally douses everyone in the group, he can kill them all with one night, just by pressing the button, boom, dead everyone. He douses them, then the next night he chooses to kill them or not, and douses more people. Death from fire cannot be prevented by healing, so if they get killed by fire, they literally cannot be healed by anyone's ability or saved by anyone's ability. He selects himself to ignite doused people. He cannot take no action to undouse yourself. So if he gets doused by another arsonist, he can't do anything about it. He really can't. He has to live to see everyone to burn. That's his goal. The executioner he has to trick the town into lynching his target. His target will be a town member. It will always be a town member. And if his target is killed at night, he becomes a jester. This is a jester. The Guardian Angel is a new one, same as the Juggernaut, same as the Plague Bearer, the Pirate, Anyway, the Guardian Angel. You will win if your target lives. So if your target is killed, you will become a survivor without any bulletproof vests Oh, that's bad. Twice a game, you may heal or purge your target. This may be done from the grave, watching over a player ignores jailing. So he's given a target and he has to protect them. So if his job is to keep them alive, so if they stay alive, he wins. And the jester has to trick the town into killing them, like lynching them. So if they're lynched, they get to kill one of the guilty or abstaining voters the following night. Fuck. So if someone chose guilty, like to choose that they were guilty, or if someone just abstained, which means they didn't vote at all, he can choose one of them and he kills them, and nothing can stop it. His job is to get himself lynched by any means necessary. Pretty fucked up. The Juggernaut, he may choose to attack someone on a full moon nights. With each kill, your power grows. You may attack every night. You have basic defense. You rampage when you attack. You now ignore all effects that would protect the player. And then we have the Pirate. Choose a player to plunder each night. When you plunder a player, you will dole the player for their valuables. If the player defends against your attack, you will get no loot. Successfully plunder 2 players. That's what you have to do to win. Yeah, that's all he has to do to win. Plague Bearer. You may choose to infect a player with the plague each night. Infected players spread the plague on visiting or being visited. Infection cannot be protected against or removed. And infect all players and turn into pestilence. Oh yeah, that's his goal. So once Plague Bearer infects everyone, he becomes pestilence, a new role entirely. The SK has to kill everyone. He kills a person each night. He gets to choose one. If he is role blocked, he kills the role that blocked him, and instead of his target, and he cannot be killed at night. Survivor has bulletproof vests, so they can protect themselves from attacks, but if they have to be careful when using them, they have to not waste them. They can only use it 4 times. But the Survivor can win with anyone. Literally anyone. Vampire has to infect everyone and kill anyone that gets in their way. So the vampires can vote at night to buy a target that the person they target may become a vampire or may not. The youngest vampire, which is the person they recently bit, will be the one to visit the person, so that means they're more at risk. So they have to wait 1 night between conversions, so when they bite someone, they have to wait 1 night to do another one. The werewolf transform into a werewolf during the full moon. As a werewolf, you cannot be killed at night. As a werewolf, you will attack your victim and anyone that visits them. Pretty fucking OP. Your attack goes through night immunity. As a werewolf, you may choose to stay home or attack anyone who visits you. Yeah, he's pretty fucking OP. The witch can only control targetable actions such as detection and killing. You can force people to target themselves, so your victim will know that you're being controlled. And the coven roles, oh fuck, do I have to go through them? Yes, I do. The coven leader, you can choose to control someone, so this is a witch again. Your victim will know if they've been controlled. With the necroman, your victim is dealt a basic attack and you gain basic defense. So the necroman is a item that the coven has to get to become more powerful. You will know the role of your player you control, so she will know the role of the person she's controlling. With the necroman though. With the necroman, she gets an upgrade to her powers. Potion Master. You may choose to use a potion on each night. You may choose to heal, reveal, or attack potion on a player. Each potion has a 3-day cooldown. With the necroman, your potions no longer have a cooldown, so they can use them anytime. So that's how powerful the Necronomicon is. With it, they can literally upgrade themselves. Hexmaster, you can choose to hex a person each night. With the Necroman, you can gain astral or basic attacks. Players are still hexed when you have the Necroman, so pretty fucking powerful. Necromancer, you may choose to reanimate a dead player and use their ability on a that's very fucking bad. Create zombies from dead players who use their abilities on your second target. Each zombie can be used once before it rots. With the Necron, you can summon a ghoul to perform a basic attack against your target by selecting yourself. Poisoner. You may choose to poison a player each night. Your poisons take 1 day to take effect. Poison can be removed by heals. With Necroman, your poisons can no longer be healed. So, pretty powerful. Medusa. You can choose to stone gaze all visitors at night. You may choose to stone gaze thrice? Thrice? What the fuck does that mean? Thrice? With the Necroman, you may visit people and turn them into stone. Fuck. So those are the roles. And we had to... Fuck. Me. That took too long. I know. And we couldn't get a single match in. I apologize to you all. I really do. And this is the friend list. Notifications. This. Oh, and also the best part is if you want to be a certain role, you can come to the shop, look for scrolls. These scrolls will give you a higher chance of being the role you want. Like 10 times higher. Which is pretty good. I have to say so myself. But anyway. Whew. Thank you everyone for watching today's video. I am sad to say I have to end the video, but I'm sad to say that you won't get to watch me play the game, but next video I will. So thank you. Zero Joshua Gaming out, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new and like the video. And like I said, next video I'm doing the gameplay. Thank you. Like I said before, which I'm going to say a second time, Zero Joshua Gaming out.